the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Jokic is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard. Chalk up two there.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
So the East able to put the first points up on the board. 6 to shoot. Brown outside. Over LeBron. Brown, no good.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Lillard. And the three off target. And so Brown will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Inside. And finished off by Siakam.
Playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. With the drive.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Tips it, and Davis pulls it down. Now the East All-Stars with it. James finds Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Brunson picks him up. Good ball movement here by the East. Lillard. The shot misses. Good D by Siakam. Brown against James. Doncic outside. Passes to Jokic. Buries it down low.
Spreading and throwing his weight around. Jokic playing through that contact.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the East. Over in the corner, Lillard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's James outside. They grab their own miss. Embiid, no good.
And just a little more defense in this game than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, and I like to see that, quite honestly. I mean, they're battling hard at both ends right now.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Now here's Lillard. No scoring in this one. Embiid kicks to LeBron. Back to Embiid. Good defense by Jokic.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Siakam. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
James finds Embiid. Now Lillard. Back to James. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. James has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Brunson scanning the floor. Again, the West All-Stars.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game. Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the East. Paolo Banchero comes in for Davis.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star Game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic kicks to Jokic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game.
Now, here's Jokic, and the shot is good. He has 7.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Brunson. Kicks it out to Siakam. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You're off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first free throw is good. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Butler, he's checked in for LeBron. Edwards comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Stephen Curry in for Damian Lillard. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Pascal Siakam. Paul George, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Booker in for Jalen Brunson.
Excellent job using the mid-range there. Kawhi, that's a go-to shot for him.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And stolen by Booker. George, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the West All-Star.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. Davis is checked in for Adebayo. The East trail by 8. Here's Curry. Down low. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Curry.
And this game literally has been wide open. As wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Here's Edwards. Here's Banchero. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
And it's Leonard missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
A nice shot by George.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Leonard. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Halliburton's checked in. The free throw drops for Butler.
What I love about Jimmy Butler, there's a lot to like, but he brings it every night. His consistency and toughness and production, plays with passion, leads his team well. Love that throwback mentality of his.
The shot by George, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Anthony Davis. To the paint, here's Sabonis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. No good on that one.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch four. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the East. 4-point game. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Here's Sabonis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. And the West leads by 6.
A clean pass that time from Halliburton to a wide-open teammate. Just smart ball movement there.
To the inside. Leonard with the steal. Pass break. Here comes the West. The shot by George. Wide open. That's 3-pointers off the mark. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the West All-Stars. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return shortly. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star Game.
They've got Edwards. James is out there with Butler. And there's Davis, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Davis dishes to LeBron.
And Brown just doing a nice job using his body well at the defensive end of the floor. He's a physical player who I think does a really good job challenging shooters.
Edwards with it. Halliburton picks him up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
They didn't hesitate to start working the offensive glass, and I tell you, those efforts have been rewarded with these second chance points.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Good on the second free throw.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Brunson the pass to Halliburton. Curry against Brunson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
James against... Oh, epic move by LeBron.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's the pass to Brunson. Shoots over Curry. Brunson, no good. The East trail by 6. Edwards inside. He's covered by Halliburton. Curry kicks to Butler. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Jokic passes to Halliburton. The baseline jam. And against the jumper to drop. Halliburton's got his second basket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now a timeout called by the East.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Davis. DeRozan comes in for James. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Edwards. And it's Damian Lillard in for Curry.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Brunson against Lillard. The shot, no good. Brunson with some nice G. Down low. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And it's Butler missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and You'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
That free throw good from Doncic.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Andre Ayton's checked in for the West. Young comes in for Jalen Brunson. The East All-Stars shoot their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Good on the shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
With force, Embiid takes it to him.
Embiid knows how to bully his way into position for the putback.
The West leading by 11. Now, here is Young. Launches a three, and the West hit again from deep.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shot, not wasting possession.
And upping the intensity, SGA forces his way through the contact.
Siakam against Butler. Count it, good. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for the West All-Stars.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Butler. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Butler.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
Here's Siakam. Rebound by Butler. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the East. Siakam pulls it in. The West leading by 12. Doncic looking it over. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Doncic. And the East with some changes. LeBron comes in for Butler. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the West. Both free throws good from Doncic.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Mitchell passes to James. And James throws it down.
Well, you better stop the ball, especially when it's LeBron James with it. That guy is pretty good.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Ayton kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Young. Clock at 6. Connects from three-point range. Young's got 8 points.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
Mitchell dishes to Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Leonard with the ball. Young outside to the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
How about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Edwards passes to LeBron, and he gets the bucket. James has got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Great concentration from Leonard, able to sink the shot while taking the contact.
Leonard with the steal. pass to Siakam. Young outside. And another shot. He lays it in. 10 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
James, the pass to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Watching LeBron in the pick and roll is artistry in motion. Timing, precision, everything's right on the mark.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your dance team.
A big group substitution here for the East. Davis is checked in for Embiid. Banchero comes in for LeBron. Butler, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Edwards. Then for the West All-Stars, Sabonis, he's checked in for Ingram. George comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Devin Booker in for Luka Doncic. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Davis. 2 points. That one goes. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Booker the pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Booker.
And the intelligence. I love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Mitchell kicks to Davis. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Young. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Booker. As that one goes in.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Offensive rebound. Davis dishes to Mitchell. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. And Donovan Mitchell gets the 3. Mitchell's got 5.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
For 3, Booker. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now Young. 13 points in the game.
So clever at creating contact. Young looks to shoot it so often, which really forces defenders to overcommit at times.
West All-Stars shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the West All-Stars in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And thanks to their outstanding